welcome to another episode of Story Time with Adepitan. I remain my humble self, Benga Adepitan. You must have been used to so many African proverbs, most especially the Yoruba Proverbs. But have you ever wondered how those proverbs came to be? Today's story will be centered upon a certain Yoruba story and proverb, how it came to be. There was a time in a very far village when there was a drought and famine. In this village, their predominant duty is hunting. They are favored and known for hunting. But in this period of drought and famine, there was no game to hunt. They almost became useless. So at this point in time of their life, most of them thought to themselves, we rather stay indoor than go out to hunt for game that is not there. There used to live a man among them. His name is Odekale, a very brave hunter, a strong one at that. He never say no to disappointment. He is always ready and always hopeful about what the future will bring for him. So he was not so disturbed about the famine and drought, about the fact that they were not able to get game for months. He keeps going to the forest to hunt for game, even though he always come back with disappointment. He never ceases to go back the following day. On a fateful day, he called his fellow hunters. Let's go to the forest together. I think the reason behind my failure is because I usually go alone. Let's go together. Whatever we could get, we will share amongst ourselves. They said no. Some of them even laughed at him and make jest of him. That at least you have been going for a while. Don't stop going. Keep going, since you are the hopeful one among all of us. And they all laughed hysterically. He took his gun with a single bullet left in it, and he went hunting. On getting to the forest, something strange that has never happened before occurred that day. Remember, it was a period of drought and famine. But he saw a very fat game. Big one. He was shocked. How come? What has this game been feeding on at this period? Well, I guess it's my lucky day. So he took his gun and aimed at the game. And he shot the last bullet in his gun on that game. He hit the target. But the bullet was not big enough to drop the game dead at the moment. So after being hit, the game started running. It started running, wounded. And he found his way back into the village square, where he dropped dead. After hearing the sound, all the other hunters in the village saw the big game in their market square. It happens to be a big buffalo. They all started running, getting knife and cutlass. And they run to this game. They began to butcher it. They began to butcher it. When Odekale traced the game back to the village square, he saw what his fellow hunters are already doing to the game. He shouted and screamed, "Ha! Eba efon labata, eyobe, eyoaketi, omile robo mukuni." You met a buffalo in the bull square. You came out with your cutlass and knives to shear it. Do you think it drank itself to death? He had to let them and told them to leave his game for him. And he claimed the ultimate prize eventually. That is the proverb that we are used to. That is the source and the origin of that proverb that you are used to. Would you rather be like the other hunters who will sleep and wait for the success of others to climb on? Or would you rather go out and hunt your own game for yourself? What is the moral behind the story? Never sleep nor slumber. Don't let circumstances or situations around you pull you down. You have all it takes. Remember the saying says, if there is life, there is always hope. So the more you still breathe, you still have the hope to succeed in everything that you do. Every circumstances, see them as a stepping stones. See them as a climbing ladder to your place of success. Never back down. And on the other way around, never rely on others' success. Don't take advantage of people. Remember, every moral agent should be used as a means in itself and not as a means to an end. That is the story for today. I'm sure most of you are familiar with that proverb, but you are never familiar with the source of that proverb. And until next time when I come your way again, I say remain blessed, and I remain myself, Benga Adepitan. Bye-bye.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.